Tonight, we explore a legal battle that spans continents, pitting Brigitte Macron, France's First Lady, against American commentator Candace Owens. Welcome back to Famous Faces Scoop TV, and I am your host, Wendy. Brigitte Macron, a former teacher and global advocate, finds herself targeted by a damaging online conspiracy. Candace Owens, known for her provocative style and massive following, amplified this rumor, igniting a transatlantic clash. This isn't just a personal dispute, it's a collision of cultures, legal systems, and the boundaries of free speech in the digital age. Their confrontation in a Delaware courtroom will test where the line falls between protected speech and malicious defamation. The conspiracy about Brigitte Macron began in French far-right online circles, falsely claiming she was born male under her brother's name. Designed to undermine President Macron, the rumor preyed on transphobic and anti-establishment sentiments. It spread slowly at first, fueled by manipulated photos and fringe media, then gained traction as forbidden knowledge. Once online, the lie proved impossible to fully erase, haunting the Macron family for years. The rumor's persistence shows how digital disinformation can inflict real, lasting harm. For the Macrons, it became a shadow that followed them, long before it reached the global stage. The rumor exploded internationally, dominating headlines and sparking heated debates across continents. What began as a fringe conspiracy quickly became a global sensation, with news outlets scrambling to cover every twist and turn. The story reached a fever pitch when Candace Owens, a polarizing and influential commentator, made it her personal crusade. She seized the moment, amplifying the controversy with her signature blend of confidence and provocation. In early 2025, Owens harnessed her massive online following to promote the conspiracy, boldly declaring she would stake her entire career on its authenticity. Her posts and videos went viral, igniting a firestorm of speculation and outrage. She launched a slickly produced video series, presenting the false claims as undeniable fact. Owens positioned herself as a fearless truth-teller, challenging the mainstream narrative and daring her critics to prove her wrong. Her endorsement transformed the rumor from an obscure lie into a viral spectacle, spreading rapidly across social media and news platforms. Millions watched, shared, and debated as the story took on a life of its own. The Macrons, suddenly thrust into the global spotlight, described the onslaught as relentless worldwide bullying. They faced an avalanche of scrutiny, with their every move dissected by the press and public alike. When confronted by critics and fact-checkers, Owens doubled down. She mocked official denials, using the backlash as fuel to further energize her supporters and reinforce her narrative of being targeted for speaking the so-called truth. The resulting lawsuit contends that Owens acted not as a responsible journalist, but as a media personality chasing profit and notoriety, regardless of the harm caused. The case raises urgent questions about the boundaries of free speech and accountability in the digital age. Now, with the world watching, her actions have set the stage for a dramatic, high-profile legal showdown that could have far-reaching consequences for media and public discourse. After a setback in French courts, the Macrons filed a new lawsuit in Delaware, this time targeting Owens directly and personally. Delaware was chosen for specific legal reasons, likely tied to the structure of Owens' media company and its registration there. The Macrons hired a top defamation law firm, signaling their determination to fight and pursue justice in the United States. Their complaint details the rumor's history, Owens' role in spreading it, and the personal damage caused to the Macrons. Both Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron are prepared to testify in person, making this a dramatic face-to-face confrontation in court. The case is no longer abstract, it's a direct, high-stakes battle for truth and accountability in the public eye. The Macrons allege Owens defamed Brigitte with actual malice, knowing the claims were false or acting with reckless disregard. They argue Owens spread the lie for fame and profit, causing global ridicule and emotional harm. The lawsuit seeks punitive damages, aiming to deter similar conduct. Owens' defense frames the case as an attack on free speech, claiming she's being silenced by powerful elites. She positions herself as an independent journalist, protected by the First Amendment. The legal battle centers on whether free speech protects knowingly false, reputation-destroying claims. The jury must decide where the line falls between commentary and malicious defamation. This case is about more than just a dispute between two individuals. It's a fight over the very nature of truth in an era where viral disinformation can spread faster than ever before. In today's digital landscape, the boundaries between fact and fiction are increasingly blurred, and the consequences of misinformation ripple far beyond the internet. The internet has become a breeding ground for conspiracy theories, allowing them to flourish unchecked and inflict real harm. Public figures in particular are often the targets of these false narratives, facing relentless waves of online abuse and misinformation that can damage reputations and even threaten personal safety. The attack on Brigitte Macron is not just a random smear. It's a gendered, transphobic assault reflecting a broader, troubling pattern of targeting women in positions of power. These attacks are designed to undermine their credibility and discourage their participation in public life, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and discrimination. At the heart of this lawsuit is a critical question: what responsibility do influential online voices have to verify the information they share? As digital platforms amplify their reach, the impact of their words grows, making it essential to consider the ethical obligations of those who shape public opinion. The outcome of this case could set a powerful precedent, potentially holding digital media figures accountable for spreading harmful lies. It may redefine the boundaries of free speech and accountability in the digital age, influencing how future cases are judged. At stake is nothing less than the integrity of public discourse and the value we place on truth itself. The decisions made here will shape how society responds to misinformation and the standards we expect from those with influence. The Macron's stand is more than a personal defense. It's a pushback against the rising tide of online disinformation, a call to protect truth in a world where it is increasingly under threat. As the case heads to trial, the world is watching with bated breath. From bustling newsrooms to quiet living rooms, millions are glued to their screens, following every twist and turn. The stakes are enormous, and the outcome could ripple across continents, affecting not just those in the courtroom, but anyone who uses the internet to share or consume information. A win for the Macrons could set a powerful precedent for legal accountability in the digital age, sending a clear message that online defamation has real-world consequences. It could embolden others, public figures and private citizens alike, to stand up against falsehoods and misinformation and to demand justice when their reputations are attacked online. On the other hand, if Owens prevails, it would affirm broad free speech protections, even for speech that many find offensive or baseless. Such a verdict could reinforce the idea that in the United States, the right to express controversial or unpopular opinions is fiercely protected, even when those opinions spark outrage or controversy. The trial promises unprecedented drama and global attention, with the French president and First Lady facing off against a prominent U.S. commentator in an American court. The world's media is watching every moment, capturing the tension and spectacle as two very different legal cultures collide. The proceedings will shine a spotlight on the mechanics of viral conspiracy, the power of social media, and the ever-shifting boundaries of free expression. Journalists, legal experts, and ordinary citizens are all debating what's at stake and what the outcome could mean for the future of online speech. Whatever the verdict, Macron versus Owens is forcing a global reckoning with the rules of engagement in our digital world. The case is sparking conversations from Paris to New York, from courtrooms to coffee shops, about how we balance truth, accountability, and freedom in the age of instant communication. The outcome will echo far beyond the courtroom, shaping the future of truth and accountability online and influencing how societies everywhere confront the challenges of misinformation and digital speech in the years to come.